What is up, everybody? I'm waiting on waiting on Scotty.
Oh my god, the first time you've ever fucking had to wait on me, you cocksucking whore. What the fuck's going on, everybody? It's Full Album Friday, and you know what that means.
It's Full Album Friday.
That's not a beer, that's a tea, because I'm healthy. I am Scotty. That was Greg, he can suck a dick.
Wow.
That was Upon a Burning Body. With, I forget the name of the song. But it's a new one. It's a new one. It's new, goddammit. Greg looking it up because I'm too lazy. My phone's in my pocket. He's got a tablet in his hand. So why would I go there?
Reinventing hatred.
I love doing that. I'm really good at reinventing hatred.
It's one of my favorite. Oh, I needed that.
He needed that.
Sorry. You want another one? No. Anyhow.
What?
I said no.
Huh?
What?
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 I don't know. You know what I'm getting real tired of?
What?
Doing 75 miles an hour on the freeway, and every person I look at is looking at their crotch.
Yeah.
Fucking put your phone down and drive.
Yeah, I see that a lot, like, on my way up to Akron.
Yeah, I go to Akron. What?
Are you driving?
What? Talking to a microphone.
Yeah.
Go over there. There's
2 other microphones in here.
Look, she just wants to put her face by yours, man. She married you for a reason. And it sure as fuck wasn't your money.
Shut up, man.
You don't know that.
You don't know?
The fuck I don't!
Anyway.
Hey, what's up, everybody? But, like, my 2 cents of that little infracture, I guess you could call. Is that yours? My bad. Anyway.
Touching my shit!
Dude, I'll be driving down 80. Okay, now, mind you, you're doing 70 miles an hour. Going down 80.
Uh-huh.
I look over, and this motherfucker is picking his nose, and sure as shit as the day is long, he went from his nose straight to his mouth, and I was just like, oh, you nasty fucker. So I beeped the horn, and I wave at him, and he's all shocked, like, oh, fuck, did she see that? And I, did the whole finger on the side of the nose and to the mouth, and I'm like, yeah, I seen that shit, you nasty fucker.
That is delicious.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, he just went, he was done. He backed off real quick.
Did he look at it first?
I think he did. I think he sized it up.
You gotta look at it.
Is it going to be crunchy? Is it going to be a little slobbery, like a snail?
You don't want a gooby one. You don't want a gooby one.
No, it might have been a gooby one. It was kind of, I don't know.
It was a gooby one.
I really couldn't tell. I wasn't really that close to him. I was in my vehicle.
No. That's a tooth sticker. Corey, you don't know nothing about those.
The ones you pull out and it like disconnects about halfway through, like you're 2 inches from your face, and it finally breaks free.
You know what I hate?
That's nasty.
When you feel one and it's way up in there and you get it, but then you lose it halfway out your nose, and
right?
And then you can't find it again.
You're right.
And then you look in the mirror and you can see it, but then you reach up in there and you can't feel it again. Because I have no shame. I'll pick that bitch in the middle of public. I got a bug. It needs to come out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, there's a break up in there. I got to get that bitch out. I can't breathe with it there.
Did you ever see that video of the guy getting the world's largest booger removed?
No.
Oh my God!
No.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm finding it.
You guys listening? You have to look You have to look it up.
I will tell you what to
We're looking it up right now. Let's do this.
World's largest elephant toothpaste. What? No.
Elephant toothpaste? What the
booger
fuck?
Remove.
What up? What up? What up?
That's not how you spell that word. Here it is. You just YouTube world's largest booger removal. It's the first video. Okay. Here you go, cat. Just peep that right there. Just peep that.
OMG.
Hold on. Here, you ain't seen shit.
So far they got this contraption holding his nostril open. It's pretty awesome looking.
It's the same thing they use at the gynecologist, except it's handheld and doesn't have a clicker on it.
No clicker.
What the fuck are those things called? I know you know, Cat. Look how fucking deep they are in his nose with them hemostats.
God.
Like they're picking his brain out.
I think they really
there
went for it.
That's straight up a booger.
That is like, it looks like a rodent crawled up in there, like a small mouse.
That's a booger. That's literally the size of my thumb to the first knuckle. Yeah, what are you
Scotty
knowing about?
has pretty average sized, chunky little sausages here, just so y'all know.
They fit in your butt. You want to be a bowling ball?
Moving forward. What was you coming on with your show? What's tonight about?
Music, duh.
Which album we got?
We have 2. Of course we have 2. We have
Two.
Cold Chambers, Dark Days from way back, I think in 2003, which is basically the heavy metal equivalent of a rave album.
Yeah, basically.
And then Little White's self-titled album, Little White, from last year, I think it was. I don't fucking know. He's got 18 fucking self-titled albums because the motherfucker doesn't do choruses and can't think of a fucking album name to save his goddamn life. What are you gonna call it? Lil White. Yeah, we know who you are. What are you gonna call it? Lil White. Motherfucker.
Yep. Keep it simple, man. People are that smart.
No, that was Blaze Your Dead Homie. And that was a single.
Yeah, it was.
You fuck. And then you got Nick Cannon and Eminem beefing, which means that Eminem just shot Nick Cannon in the face with a song. I think he's just trying to remain relevant at this point as somebody who does rap.
New season of Wild 'N Out coming on, so trying to you know.
Yeah.
Ain't happening though.
No.
He ain't gonna.
Stay on the Masked Singer, Nick. Stay on the Masked Singer. That's what we like.
He ain't
you.
gonna respond because he knows he's doing that for his show.
So
why help him? You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna help him.
Nick Cannon did it first.
Did you see that?
And the Eminem responded.
Did you see? This is the
No.
Nick Cannon was saying shit about him in the interviews, but then Eminem made that track with Fat Joe, and then Nick Cannon was
And then the
heartbroken.
internet came and just shat upon him.
Yeah, but you see the ratings for the Masked Singer went down already since that beef started. And this true shit, the ratings went down.
They got one goddamn episode left. I know, because I watch it every fucking week. Because it drives me insane.
That's what I'm saying. It's towards the fine, though, so you know ratings, all they're going to do is boost up. Just for them diss songs, it went down. But that's only one episode, but if it went down over that beef and not even 2 days. But the ratings went down. I looked it up on a couple
the ratings
of
went down
platforms.
because Jenny McCarthy had a full
I don't
top
know.
on.
Maybe. That might have
Which,
been
I mean,
it.
if you want to see Jenny McCarthy naked, she's posed for Playboy 16 times. It's easy.
But the only
internet
thing
is
about
a
that
wonderful
beef too
thing.
is the racial, it's like real racial. Like Nick
Whatever.
Cannon and them being like racist as fuck, and that whole beef.
You can't be racist against white people. Don't you know that?
I don't give a fuck who says that.
He said, I don't give a fuck who's
You
in it.
cannot be racist against white people.
I know.
Why?
Listen, a white dude bring up any fact about a black bitch in a song, they gonna crucify him. But black rappers do the shit. The whole song, they can say that the whole song, and that shit gonna blow up. White bitches, white bitches, white bitches. A white person say black bitch, go kill him. Can't say shit.
I think somebody's a little bit prejudiced over there.
No.
All these facts.
I'm
Ain't about
trying to
prejudice,
find
it's
out how
facts.
you can't be racist against a white
Yeah.
person.
Well, I'm just saying, according to the interwebs,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can't. No, I don't think.
only white people are racist, and
Yeah.
only white people culturally appropriate things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or everybody can go fuck themselves. I'll say it to their face. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You go fuck yourself, Corey.
If I could, I would.
You can. You have two hands. They both grip things. How can you not? Hold on. Do this. Can you not do this? I just watched you do it. See, you can go fuck yourself all day. And if you can't do that, you can at least do this. I've seen you point at things. You can shove that somewhere. It's the same thing.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
I'm feeling aggressive.
I see this. Scotty is in a mood.
Not really. I'm just frustrated with bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
Like everybody gotta be all calling everybody out on dumb shit that doesn't matter. And it's just like, and nothing's coming of it, and it's like, just shut the fuck up. Let people enjoy things.
No, things are coming of it.
No, nothing is. People are just getting mad and running their mouths.
No. People are making money off of that shit.
No, they're not. Well, not the right people.
But the people are. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, because that shit's been going on for years. And it's not only in the rap music. It was in the metal scene. You've had how many fucking people do that kind of stupid shit?
Oh, yeah.
You've had, you know what I mean?
Well,
All it is to get publicity, to get people to check you out.
I'm not even talking about the music. I'm just talking about in the world in general.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about the world in general. Like how
fucked
many
up.
videos do you see of people being like, well, you know, you're not letting me do that just because of my race. No, I'm not letting you do that because there's a rule that states you're not fucking allowed to do that. You know?
Good reason.
Yeah. Like, I don't care if that motherfucker does it. I don't care if you fucking do it. I don't care if that motherfucker does it. I don't care if aliens come down from the sky and try and do it. It's a rule at the company that says you can't fucking do that, and you're not fucking doing it.
Yeah.
100%.
I don't give a fuck. Ugh. Nah, people just gotta be cunts, you know? Like, there's a incident, not an incident, but we all know where I work. I won't name names. Dead bodies go there. But there was a gentleman, and then we just bought a new one. The company did.
He works at McCalby Lake.
I said buried, not floating on the surface.
No, you said where dead bodies go.
Sewage treatment plant.
Yeah.
But with the logs. So we just acquired another cemetery, and there was a gentleman turned up in the records that he hadn't paid on his crypt plate for his wife, who has passed.
Oh, okay.
Since 2017. So we pulled it down. Are you playing the album?
No.
Oh.
Just background music.
So we pulled it down because I don't know what arrangements they had with the previous company, but you ain't paid in 2 years and you still owe a bunch of money. The rule for our company is we don't put your shit up till it's paid off. So he comes up and starts yelling at the women in the office. Because at this cemetery, at this time of year, I just go there to help. It's one dude who's an old timer. He's like 62. He's literally 5 foot even and 130 pounds. So let me put you this way. I go up there. I'm the biggest person by about 7 inches and 50 pounds. And I'm pretty large, but I'm not that fucking big.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
like for a medium person, I'm on the upper end. But
Yeah.
like, so then they tell me this, and then the other day, I guess he came up and dropped a check off for $1,000, and it said, "Well, why don't we get that fucking put back up?" And the office told him again, "That's not how this works. You have to pay the whole thing off, and then we'll put it back up." And then he threw his weight around because it's a man talking to 2 small women, and it's like, oh, okay, you want one of them motherfuckers. So today, the cat I was working with today, was the only dude there, and like I said, he's teeny tiny, but he knows his cat. He used to live next door to him way back in the day. Said he was, he's a used car salesman. That's all I got to say about that shit, right?
Yeah.
So we already know he's a shyster and he's a douche and all that other fun shit. I guess he called up today and said, "Is my fucking crypt plate back up?" And they said, "No, you still got to finish paying it off." I'll be up there in a minute. We're going to figure this out. So they called him. They called the guy I'm working with and said, "Hey, keep an eye out in case this dude's truck shows up. We want you to come up." And that's fine. And he told me what was going on. And like I was sitting there, I could hear on the phone, and he told me what was going on while he was on the phone. Like, yeah, Scott says he'll come up. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm going to come up. You ain't got to deal with them no more. You come outside and deal with me.
Yeah.
I'm going to send your ass the fuck home, or we're going to stand here while I stand on your throat while we wait for the cops to show up.
Yeah.
Take your pick. I'll trespass your ass so fucking quick you won't come back. Motherfucker. You're going to come up here and start threatening women, and then, oh yeah, now you're not so big and bad when I fucking show up.
Yeah.
You never fucking showed up.
Oh, man.
I waited all day. Wait, just itching. They fucking show up and run your cock holster. I've had that. I've had that multiple times. I've been up in offices painting, and dudes come in, and guys come in ranting and fucking raving because it's a sales lady and a female administrator in the office, just screaming and motherfucking and you bitch. And I turn the corner. Oh, who the fuck are you talking to? Oh, well, I'm sorry, sir. No, get the fuck outside. What? Go the fuck outside. Come in. Try again. If I don't like your tone, I'm coming out with you.
You gonna learn today. You gonna learn today.
I've forced people to go outside, come back in, and excuse me, could you please help me with this? That's fucking better. I'll be around here if you need anything. And I go back to what the fuck I'm doing. Like, I don't give a shit. You ain't gonna come in here and start threatening fucking people. I'll turn that corner and threaten you right back. I don't give a goddamn. Like,
Yup. All right. Well.
on that note, let's play Cold Chamber.
Yeah.
So here it is, Cold Chamber.
what you've asked, and no, I won't. Drawing lines, growing out of favor, out of favor. If it's meant to be, then set it free. If it's meant to be, don't come what you see. If it's meant to be, then set it free. If it's meant to be, don't come what you see. Dark days, dark days, dark days. 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 Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Dark days, dark days, dark days. 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 If it's meant to be, then set it free. If it's meant to be, it'll come back and see. If it's meant to be, then set it free. If it's meant to be, it'll come back and see. jar. Butterflies in the jar. Butterflies in the jar. So breathless. Get out of my whereabouts. Get out of my whereabouts. Get out of my whereabouts. Get out of my captured my heart. Goodies in the basket. Doddering away. I love you, honey. Insects in your kiss. Insects in your kiss. Insects in your kiss. You are my sunshine.
And we're back.
What the fuck is up?
My blood pressure.
As always.
So it looks like Scotty has a fucking guest host here.
Doesn't look like it. That's what it is.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
That's what it is. And you're not even a guest at this point. You're just a regular.
I'm a party crasher.
You just, I'd insult you, but it's just too easy.
And fucker, this was the first in a long time full album Friday that I've actually made it to. I started off to this fucking house at 5 o'clock today.
I still don't understand how the fuck that works for you. Like,
Dude, I don't either. I fucking don't either.
well, no.
And you know what? It's
I completely understand, because you're a grown man that won't tell people no.
You got a point there.
You're 40-something years old, and it takes you 6 hours to drive a fucking 15 minutes down the road.
It's not even 15 minutes. That's the bad thing.
It's like 5.
You catch all the lights, it's fucking 15 minutes.
I take the freeway. Ain't that a bitch?
Still catch the lights.
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But, yeah.
There's 3 of them either way you go.
Yeah.
No, there's more than 3 if you go down.
If you go down 422
I hit
up
Gypsy,
the hill.
I hit the one by Wendy's and
What
the
about
one
Wendy's?
right by the freeway entrance. Did I forget any?
No,
only
there's
3 from
there's
Gypsy.
the one on Gypsy. No, 2 on Gypsy. Then the one on Belmont and Gypsy. Then you got the one right by that little drive-through A-Rab place there, Trumbull Hill.
Oh yeah, by Rallies, huh?
Yeah, and then
And
you
the
got
one down at the bottom of Trumbull Hill.
Well,
No,
I don't-
he
I don't
goes-
go-
he's
I
going
go
straight down Belmont.
to the freeway.
yeah. So then he
So he
hit
pops
the
off
one,
right here. Yeah.
Because at Speedway, I get points there and shit though. Because
I
that's the gas
refuse.
station I go to.
I refuse to get any kind of fucking loyalty card,
Why?
because I'd fuck you and your loyalty card.
Why?
I like the Speedway one. I done got a lot of cheap gas.
Because the amount of places I frequent in all of my travels over the course of the day.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Well, no, because like it depends on where I'm going that day. Like if I'm going to Akron to go to work, I hit a different gas station than if I'm going to Warren.
Right.
If I'm going to Newcastle, I hit a different gas station than if I'm going to Austintown. You know, like it depends on where I'm going, where I hit. So I'd have to have 10 fucking loyalty cards in my pocket. I already got enough shit in my pocket. I don't need more.
Yeah, you're right. Because I got when I was traveling
And plus-
around and doing shit, I
And
got
plus,
a whole
I'm
drawer
buying,
full of loyalty cards.
one can of tea. I ain't buying 2 packs of cigarettes and wraps and
I
shit.
usually get at bare minimum 6 monsters.
My man
I don't drink 'em
racking
anymore.
up some points.
I don't even drink them anymore. Like the last 2 monsters you saw me drink was the last 2 I had in like 4 or 5
Well,
months.
see, I don't drink like real monsters. I mean, they're all monsters. You know, they're all made by them.
Yeah.
But I don't drink like the energy drink monsters. I drink that
The muscle milk. Yeah.
It's the only shit that like. It's weird. Out of all the medicines that I've taken throughout the years for my stomach, that is the only thing. I don't have to take stomach medicine. I just drink one of those.
It coats it. That's it. That's all it does.
Well, not only that,
it's
though,
thick and it coats
it's
it.
not it doesn't have milk in it.
No.
It has the whey protein from
Yeah.
milk, but everything else is gone from
It's not whey protein from milk. It's just the only thing that your stomach, the only thing that you can't handle in milk is the lactose. So you could go get skim milk, soy milk, Lactaid, technically.
I don't know. It's some weird shit. I mean, I'm sure like some of it might be psychological from dealing with it for all the years.
Yeah.
But I mean,
90% of people's physical problems are mental.
Oh, no doubt.
No, yeah,
I've
100,
seen
yeah.
that personally in people. I'm like, what the fuck? Isn't that
I
gross?
experienced it. You know, for years I said I can't quit smoking. I smoke too much. I can't quit smoking. I smoke too much.
Okay.
And then I had my epiphany moment, and I put that bitch down, and I'm done.
Well, it's all in your mind state at the time. Because I just like you, when I went to boot camp, like I was smoking Newfies, you know, Newport 100s in a box. I smoked all the way until I got onto that bus to go to the actual barracks.
Yeah.
And they said, get rid of all your smokes. I got rid of all my smokes. I didn't have a craving. I didn't have any, nothing. For the whole duration of my boot camp, I did not have not one cigarette. And when people came to visit, you see the guys going around the corner puffing the smoke. Offered me no, I'm cool.
Yeah.
And it was the same way with my weed too. Now I was my weed consumption was way more than my tobacco or nicotine consumption, and not even nothing. But best believe the day I got fucking discharged,
Yeah.
you know, I bought a carton of cigarettes, and
You
as
smoked
soon-
the whole thing.
As soon as I got on the 7th Street in Campbell, when my mom brought me to fucking 7th Street, BG was with her when they picked me up at the airport. As soon as I got out the car, BG sparked a blunt.
What you gonna do? Right?
Hell yeah. So what you got coming up next?
Lil White.
Lil White. You know how I feel about the Lil.
Well, he is like 5'2", so
Yeah, I don't even think he's that tall. I think he's like 4'2".
yeah, something like he's one no, he's one of the OG Lil dudes. Like
Like a Bushwick?
no. Like he's one of the original people who used Lil in front of his name.
He's earned a name.
Yeah, like you could put everybody who puts Lil in front of their name, who's a rapper, into a UFC cage, and he'd be the only one left standing.
Yeah, guaranteed.
Guarantee. And he's the only one who's probably white.
just to me, like, it could be Lil Jesus, and I'm not going to listen to it.
If it,
You know, Jesus could have came
well,
down
guess
and
what?
started
You're
rapping.
fucking listening to Lil White, bitch. You don't get a choice, motherfucker.
Got an earpiece in, motherfucker.
You got one that's exposed, and them speakers is big.
I stick my finger in my ear.
I'm gonna stick my pecker in your ear.
That's small enough.
You're gonna hear me coming. Pop that eardrum.
I don't know if I hear you coming. Can't do that with no nuts. Boom, boom, ching.
My prostate still works.
Oh, yeah, but I'm not sticking my finger in your ass.
Doesn't matter. I can still shoot. There's nothing swimming in it. Somebody's upstairs using the water.
Shitter's full.
Hey, Clark. Fucking what
Hey,
was it?
speaking of little people, I mean, this
Oh
is
God, here we go.
this is semi-political, but only because it was silly as fuck that I'm bringing it up. One of the dudes. Go ahead.
Hey, everybody, I'm gonna say some shit you all don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Continue.
Well, I'm sure somebody will.
I probably will be the only person. Maybe.
Well, I'm gonna keep it real vague to try to keep the politicalness out of it.
Whatever.
One of the people who are on the impeachment clan, whatever the fuck you want to call it, for one of the black congressmen. There's a comedian named Lionel Harris that does a commentary on all the political shit, and he happened to like pull this one congressman out, and this dude comes up with some of these silliest, stupid analogies that just doesn't make sense. So then all of a sudden, like, he's like showing this guy talking and just dumb shit, and all of a sudden it was about midgets. It was about not being able to say the word midget. You're supposed to say dwarfism. Because well, as far as I've always known, dwarves and midgets were two different things.
No.
They're not?
No.
There's a lot of midgets who have told me wrong. Because you know I got to think for midgets.
It's as far as I understand it, midget was always the derogatory term, or how like when you end the N word in an A, like I can call me that, but you can't call me that.
See, like I always heard that like media-wise.
Yeah.
But out in social things, you know, I've had midgets call themselves midgets.
And,
You know, I was
and
like,
in that case,
and I try to avoid that because. You know,
and in that case, it's
you
probably
turn it
okay, but some people don't like it.
off.
It's personal preference. It's to the person that you're speaking to.
I totally get that, but I mean, for it to be in a congressional hearing about midgets, like, and they made it actually sound like it was some shit. Like,
It's a goddamn circus, man.
oh, dude. And then there was another one about helium, and the dude was like,
He was talking like this after the words.
he used that. He was like, and the helium, everybody, and he talked just like that. Everybody should be able to have access to helium. The comedians, the clowns who use it to make their voices high. It was like almost like a black fucking Star Trek guy. What the fuck is his
LeVar
name?
Burton,
No. The main dude. Like, Scotty.
Captain Kirk.
Yeah, Captain Kirk.
Yeah.
It was like a black Captain Kirk dude. I mean, and on and on about.
They should
helium
be able
and
to have their helium to make their voices
No.
higher pitched.
the only reason why that doesn't sound silly is because I know there was a few years back, because helium is getting scarce, that they were trying to stop.
Yeah, how fucked up is that that shit's a natural element?
Well, there's only so much.
I know, that's what I mean. It's a natural element. Oh, here's a fun argument. You'll get a kick out of it. Okay, so when we process, when we use energy, we're using our fat stores. Correct?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yes. We're processing energy, right? Okay, and in the process of us burning off our fat stores and processing that protein and that energy that's in our bodies, we expel CO2.
Right.
Plants use the CO2 to photosynthesize, some, not all, to grow and create oxygen. So technically, plants use animal products.
You're
So
absolutely
technically, no matter what vegans do, they're using animal products.
right. You're absolutely right.
It makes me happy.
That's just like the and you know what? I don't like the people pushing her. I mean, if she's doing this on her own, then more power to her.
Huh?
You know, the
I'm not talking
Greta-
about Thunberg. Fuck her.
Yeah, well, this is my point though. They made her. They
She's a
put
martyr.
her on the cover of
Time, yeah.
Time, right?
Guess how many
How
fucks?
many fucking trees were cut down to make them goddamn magazines?
Yeah. Well, and that's like, if you want to go onto that route, it's like, well, and I have no issue if you want to be vegan or vegetarian.
It's your life. It's your
No,
fucking
no, no, no.
business.
I have no issue with it if you're doing it for health reasons and personal preferences. If you're doing it to be cruelty free, you're a fucking liar.
Or you're just uneducated.
No, because they'll just blatantly deny the fact that all those animals died to harvest that acre of whatever.
Yeah, I've met people like that, dude.
And it's like, no, you obviously have some kind of learning disability and are not capable of understanding logic.
Well, I like the ones that say they're vegan, but they still eat like cheese or something like that. No, you're supposed to be animal free, fucker.
Animal product free.
Cheese comes from cows. You know, what was it, Rogan?
Yeah.
Rogan said it best. Why are you calling it a vegan hamburger? You need to make a different noise to come out of your fucking face.
Yeah.
Because hamburger is meat.
Yeah.
You know, there is no vegan hamburger. That is a fucking nasty veggie patty.
Right. And then that shit that they make, like the Impossible Burger,
Oh,
that shit's so bad for you.
Thorne ate the devil's toe, and he said that fucking thing was nasty.
Yeah, that's so bad for you. It's fucking coconut oil and processed soy oil and just
Well, coconut oil is actually pretty good for you.
not in the concentrations they use it in.
Oh, is that?
It's dude, it's bad. The whole thing is just completely processed. That's why. Do you know why high fructose corn syrup's so bad for you?
Is it like a high concentrate of sweetener or some shit like that?
Well, they take corn and they process it into an artificial sweetener, but your body doesn't know what to do with it, so it treats it like a toxin because there's nothing left in it that would even be considered vegetable.
It's almost like meth.
No, it's just your body has no idea what to do with it, so it sets it off to the side into your liver and your kidneys, and they don't know what the fuck to do with it, so it just kind of hangs out there and just. Bleh.
Well, meth doesn't do that. Meth actually.
You want
when
to
your
talk?
body expels meth, I guess it's still because your body has no clue
Yeah.
how to
How to process
dissipate
it, no.
Process it. So when you pee out meth,
You pee out
can
meth.
still get high from meth.
Yeah, that's why you see meth heads drinking each other's piss.
Dude, there was a comedian, this chick, what's that one show on MTV that they just tell real stories about their life, their comedians?
True life.
Is that Ari Shafir?
Oh, this can't be happening or something like
yeah,
that.
this can't be happening.
Yeah.
This is not happening.
Yeah.
Ari Shafir
Yeah.
hosted.
That's not on MTV,
It's not?
Yeah, it's on
Comedy Central.
Yeah,
Oh,
Comedy
okay.
Central.
and it's
Anyways,
internet only.
This
It's
chick fucking got up there and she started talking about
meth
how,
pee. Yeah, I've seen that one.
You see her?
It was like Elijah Singer or something. Yeah.
She was like, I didn't even want meth. I was just waiting for all these meth whores to take a piss, and I was collecting it up.
Why don't you sit there and drink it? I still think the best one of those was what's his fucking Jim Breuer's
Dude, I see chick.
bombing in Sears Hardware.
This is one of the Gaddafi.
This is Muammar Gaddafi. I'm going to send 6 of my Libyan missiles to blow up the Sears hardware. Halimaya! In Long Island Valley Stream.
That was silly as fuck.
Where is everybody? Let's go. We gotta go. Where's the fire? There's no fire. It's a bomb.
You know
What?
what I imagine when I heard that story? That movie Elf. Excuse me, that was a good hit. When everybody is gathered up in the department store and they just showed off all the fucking Christmas stuff, I can just imagine somebody calling in. This is Muammar Gaddafi.
This is Muammar Gaddafi.
And Elf goes,
Somebody-
there's gonna be a bomb!
Somebody go get that guy. He's suspect. That's my favorite one. I'm still pissed off. There was actually one of those that was Kevin Smith, where he talks about getting blowjobs from his wife.
I think
You didn't
did
see
he
it.
talk about her being a squirter?
No. No, there's one. It was one. I saw it the second it got posted. I watched it. I laughed my ass off. I went to send it to a friend of mine who's a very big Kevin Smith fan. And by the time I hit share, she texted me back instantly and said, "There's no link. They had taken it down." And I know I saw it because he was telling a story about how he's like, you don't suck my dick that much anymore. She's like, yeah, it takes so long. He goes, it literally takes under a minute. She goes, if you can come in under a minute,
I think I did see that.
Yeah, if you can come in under a minute, I'll suck your dick whenever you want. And he goes, you'll be sucking my dick every day. He's like, and now I get head every day.
About jacking off before this. He's like, I know how to do this.
Yeah. Under a minute, yeah. I can get you off under a minute. Like,
I did
what?
see that one.
Yeah.
My favorite was the
But it was
Ari
only up
Shaffir
for like an hour, and then they took it down.
the Ari Shaffir one where they put shit all over the dude's car.
I don't watch the Ari Shaffir ones. I'm not his biggest fan.
Dude, I love The Amazing Racist. Oh, dude.
Racism drives me kind of nuts.
Yeah,
Anymore.
But, like, he does it to everybody, though.
I
He even fucks with the Jewish people and he's Jewish.
I really don't care. We don't need more of it at this point, even if we're making fun of it. Let's make fun of the people being racist. Let's not be racist to make fun of racists.
Well, see, in my looking at it, and I'm not saying the way I'm looking at it is right, I feel like that's what he's doing.
Oh yeah, he's totally making fun of racists. He's just doing it by being a racist.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
and I don't need
like
that.
that, yeah.
I don't need that. It
I
makes
think
me
fucking
feel
hilarious.
weird. I don't like it because I've been that racist fuck before, and I don't like myself when I did that shit.
See, I could never say I was racist. I have my prejudices, but I can't say I was ever racist. You know, I don't really give a fuck what color you are. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole. I'll tell you. And you know, I don't like that whole.
It's not blatant with you. It's just subtle, and you don't realize you're doing it.
Oh no! When I put it out there, I'll put it out there.
Yeah.
Just be a dick.
That's the thing, though. Whether you're doing it just to be a dick or not, you're still being a racist.
See, I feel like, again, you know, it's all in your state of mind. That's what I think it is. You know, if you're out there and you're like, if I call fucking, you know, somebody something stupid, like a racist innuendo, and that's my boy or whatever, we're just fucking around. But now, if I'm heated and I call you that, you know, if I call you, like, say I call you the N-word and we're about to fight. At the end of the day, you know, I just called you an N-word because I was pissed off, not because, you know, I don't like your skin color. You know, I actually stopped and apologized to somebody in a bar who I was going to fight to because the people surrounding tried to turn it into a racial thing. And I'm like, no, that has nothing to do with his skin color. He's just an asshole.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, I stopped and I walked up to the dude. I was like, look, man, you know what? We all got our differences. You know, I was pissed off at you, but it had nothing to do with your color, your skin. And I'm going to just leave it at that, man. I was the wrong one, no matter what. And I shook his hand. You know, I backed down. Even though, the whole racism part, you know, I guess I was the wrong one. But everything else, you know, that dude was just a fucking dickhead, and I wasn't going to let him keep doing that to the females in the bar.
That's understandable.
But no racist shit came out of my mouth whatsoever. And these two old white dudes at the end of the fucking bar was like, oh, Marco don't like that guy because he's a nigger. Whoa, wait a minute. Where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Like that's not cool.
No, not at all. Not at all.
No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we definitely got enough of them issues.
Yeah.
Right, we don't need more.
I don't give a fuck.
We don't need people making shit up.
Exactly.
But
It's like
I'm for equality, though. You know, I'm not gonna back down because you're black, and just like I'm not gonna back down because somebody's white. You know, if the white person got more skills or credentials or whatever, then the white person gets the job. If the black person got more skills or credentials or whatever, then the black person gets the job.
That's how it should
You know,
be.
That exactly. You're exactly right.
Well, I'd say
always like
I've actually seen an article floating around on Twitter that says affirmative action's racist.
Yes, it is. It is. I fucking can't stand affirmative action.
Right? It's like the best person for the job should get the job, regardless of age, gender, or race.
I agree.
Right? And it's like they come out all the time and they go, well, there's no women in the sciences. No, there are, and they're extremely good at their job.
Fucking right.
But that's how they got into it, because they had to be extremely good at their job because pig-headed men tried to keep them out for so long.
Not only that, but you know, you got to think about it. Just in your own knowledge of women, the detail orientation, the remembering of shit that fucking this happened fucking 4 years ago, so we're not going to do that again. You know, we're going to put pie over this, and this, and this, and this.
That's not what I'm
and
saying.
And then like the details, the little things that guys will just be like,
meh.
fuck. You know, this ain't working.
That's not what I'm saying.
No, that's what I was saying. What you're saying is guys were holding the women back, and you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Years and years and years.
Yeah.
And that's what's kind of odd, though, and I'm going to have to look up the true definition of it with TJ's group or whatever. And all of their things, they say bringing back chauvinism. But was it chauvinism? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. This is just the way I perceived it. But chauvinism was like keeping...
Is that CH or SH?
CH. It's like spelled weird too. CHAU something. Like, to me, I always heard like chauvinist pig. That means you were mean to women, or you were ignorant to women, or down to women, or whatever. Or thought they were beneath you. But everything else is against that. You know, they kind of praise their wives and stuff like that. So I don't understand that.
What the fuck? My internet's not working on my phone.
We jump on the Wi-Fi?
No.
So you can jump on my Wi-Fi, I'll turn it on. So we got Scotty.
Oh,
here.
there we go. Just the pop up on like the instant, like the little preview of the page.
Okay.
Militant devotion to and glorification of one's country, fanatical patriotism, prejudiced belief in the superiority of one's own gender, group, or kind.
Ooh, I wonder if they actually researched that definition.
You know the guy who invented the group? You know who he was? Anyway, I don't care
I'm
about
trying
it.
to think.
I'm not gonna get involved with that.
All right, well, go ahead. Finish saying what you were saying, though.
No,
What about the guy who
he doesn't. He's not even involved in it anymore.
No.
Yeah, because he.
spoke at the thing, the rally I was at?
Yeah, I forget his name.
So do I. I got his like face in my head right now, but
He's been on Joe Rogan like 3 times.
no shit.
Yeah.
Really? Damn. Maybe I should.
Like the actual guy who made. He was the head guy from Vice.
Like, I'm not gonna bullshit you guys. Now I kind of feel stupid. I could have interviewed him, and I thought he was just like a guest speaker.
Let me fucking look it
Yeah.
up.
I'm pretty sure we're talking about the same dudes too, because like they made it a point to have him out there, and they stopped the bands, and he went on this whole long.
Gavin
And-
McInnes.
Well, say that again?
Gavin McInnes.
Did they show a picture of him
That kind of looks like Tom Hardy.
from the Hardy Boys, or the guy who makes shirts?
Venom.
Oh, no, not the same guy.
That's the guy who created it. He was the head guy from Vice, the media company, for a long time.
Really?
If my memory's serving me correctly, and it usually does,
So fucking cocky.
it's rather large, Greg. I have the right.
Hey, just like like I always say, you know, if you know you're right and you got that shit right, then you got the right to be cocky about it. As long as you can back it up.
But that's the guy who invented it, and I think he invented it kind of as a goof because he's a big prankster. And then some people took it a touch too serious, and now we have what it is today.
Well, that's kind of how the Bloods and the Crips started.
How does that have anything to do with what we're talking about?
Just
That's
because
not even a good
originally-
segue.
Originally,
Talk to him about Biggie some more, Greg.
No.
originally,
No.
the Bloods and the Crips were not supposed to be gangbanger type gangs. They weren't even supposed to be gangs.
I should have had you get me a tea. Damn.
The Bloods were, you know, just one particular side of town. The Crips were the other particular side of town. But they were supposed to be a community action group that patrolled their streets, almost like a crime watch type deal.
Yeah.
And, well, you see over the years, it just fucking went to hell. But, I mean...
Well, because anytime you get a large conglomerate of like-minded people, it eventually boils down to, hey, we could sell it, insert illegal activity here, and then make a bunch of money.
Yeah, that's pretty generally how it went.
Yeah.
But it started to try to
Well, that's
combat
like-
the racism.
Well, and that's
from
like,
the
and that's like,
police
and that's like
shit
any
towards
group.
black
Well,
folks back in the day.
and that's like any group, any group where you can go, well, look at all this good stuff we do. Yeah, the Hells Angels did all kind of good shit for years.
And they still
They
did
also
good shit.
murdered hundreds of thousands of people and sold drugs and ran guns.
Yeah,
But what? Did they not do those bad things, Mark?
yes, they did.
Okay, and did they
Okay,
do
so
good
then
things at
there
the
is
same
no-
time?
Yeah.
You
Did they do the good
know
things?
what's in front of most of like courthouses. Most of them, or at least if the
Step.
statue isn't there,
It's a,
then
yeah,
there
the scales
is-
of justice. The justice is blind. Yeah.
right.
I was
So,
gonna say steps.
You
but-
you kind of fucking dick. He's right though. I mean, I guess that had to be an acceptable answer.
Correct.
Indoors.
Parking lots.
No,
because not all the time. I was gonna say
There
parking
is
lot.
street parking.
Yeah, but still,
That's not
sometimes
parking
you
lot.
got.
Well, they paid Paradise for it, but anyway.
Yeah, but fuck, you totally fucked me up. The whole
Scales
thing
of
about the
justice.
justice thing,
Yeah. Justice is blind.
you gotta the scale is what I look at. If your good outweighs the bad, I'm not saying your bad is any better or it's forgiven, but you kind of, you know, because I got a lot of bad in my life, dude. And I've done my damnedest to try to not be that person anymore or whatever. And I'm not taking away because I'm still paying karma-wise for shit that I've done.
There's a very large difference between them donating $100,000 of drug and gun running profits that they murdered 1,000 people to get to children's hospitals. You know, like, yeah, you did good because you donated a bunch of money for cancer research for children. You raised money or you got toys for kids. Fucking A. Your organization has still sold hundreds of pounds of dope that should not have ever been sold. You've killed people that should have never been killed. You've done things. Fuck. Just look at what they do to the women in their group, you know? I'm not trying to get into it like that. I'm just saying, does your good ever outweigh your bad?
Well, yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Well,
You can't
I'm
justify.
looking at it
You
from
can't
both-
sit here and justify all this garbage you did because you did these good things. It doesn't work that way. You could have done those good things without doing this horse shit.
You could have done all that horse shit without doing them good things.
And
Exactly. It's kind of balances it out sometimes.
99% of the time, when an organization as such goes out of their way to do good things, it's not out of the goodness of their heart. It's to upraise their image so you stop looking at the bad shit they do.
I could agree with that sometimes. Because that's the whole Nino Brown thing.
Yeah.
You know, when Nino Brown was passing out the turkeys to everybody, but he was still selling dope out the Carter. I totally get what you're saying there.
Right,
But
because then the community looks at you and goes, "Oh, look at these helpful souls." Meanwhile, the FBI agents in the van across the street are going, "They just killed 15 people."
yeah, but do you ever look at the other side of it? How many of them got... I mean...
You
You're
got
right.
killed.
You're
You
ultimately-
got killed because you were doing something you shouldn't have been.
Right. In a perfect world, then none of them would be doing that and still be donating and shit like that.
Right.
But you know as well as I do. You know, people could get pulled into things. People make bad decisions and dumb shit like that. You know, like our little group together. You know, we were doing good things. We were trying to do good things. But once upon a time, each and every one of us in our group has done some fucked up shit
Yes.
that we're not proud of.
Nope.
Now, you're going to say that whatever we did was good is invalid because of the dumb shit we did in the past?
No, we are not continuing the dumb shit. Henceforth, our good shit is good. Now, if you're doing the dumb shit while you're doing the good shit, your dumb shit negates your good shit.
I don't always think it that way.
Oh, no, there's a
that's-
lot of good and shit here. That's all I know.
No,
Especially if they're
all right.
taking drug money and they're donating it, that instead of taking drug money
Okay.
and buying
If
guns
you
and
make-
drugs and
think
killing
about, like-
more people.
I want to make sure I've got your justification correct.
It's
Okay.
not a justification. It's just kind of like a perception of it. I'm trying to find a justification because I
And
see
you-
what you're saying.
and you
I see
can't.
what you're saying is right.
My point
but
is valid.
Because I see your point is very valid, but I'm looking at the other side of the coin.
There is no other side of the coin.
There's always another side of the coin.
And it's scratched up, dinged up, and fucking fell in shit.
But it's always there.
And it fell in a pile of dog shit. We're not looking at that side of the coin.
And that is the problem with the fucking America.
No, it's not.
Yeah, nobody looks at both sides of the coin.
We
whether
and
they're
I
good or
and,
bad.
well, it's like you said, we can look at that side of the coin, no problem, and we've looked at that side of the coin. Doing good deeds does not justify the shit you're doing that's bad if you continue to do the bad things.
No,
Okay, I'll
even
put it
if
to you this way.
Even if you, it doesn't justify, even if you don't do it. I'm not saying that, all right, whatever good I do now expunges whatever thing I did before.
You're not.
Okay,
No.
hold
You're
on a second.
no.
Wait,
Both of
wait.
you stop. Both of you stop. Both of you stop, and then it's your turn after me. You're not talking about the same thing I am. We'll get back to that. Greg, go ahead.
Okay, let me put it to you this way. Let's say you and two of your other siblings are standing in a room, and you kill one of your siblings, and then you're going to turn around and take the other sibling out for ice cream. So you're telling me you taking that sibling out for ice cream overdoes you killing the other sibling?
No.
That's a
But-
very extreme case.
Yeah.
But no,
yeah,
what you're
that-
talking about is not what I'm talking about.
well, explain.
You're talking about I did bad shit in the past and I stopped doing it and now I'm doing good things. And so me doing good now doesn't make up for the bad I did in the past. No, that does, because you changed your life and you've moved on from doing the bad shit and now you're pushing good out into the world. You're not continuing to do the bad. What I'm talking about is justifying, oh well, they donated money to this cause, they raised money for that charity, they helped this person build this house, while you continue to run guns, kill people, and sell drugs that are killing people. I'm saying at the same time, you're taking, you made $5 million selling dope that killed 400 people because it was tainted with fentanyl, and you took 100,000 of that and donated it to a cancer society for kids.
No, that don't make it right.
That don't make that fucking $5 million where you killed 400 people.
All right,
Right.
so then I did understand you correctly. In my eyes, the only thing that I find fault with everything you were saying is the first part. If I did, say I did the drug running and all that shit back when I was in my 20s.
Okay.
That's what he's saying.
And I was killing people and shit.
Yeah.
And I stopped that shit. I
Right.
totally turned my life around.
Don't make
And
it
now
right.
I'm doing everything I can
Okay,
for charities
no,
and all that.
It doesn't make it right.
That, no,
it don't.
I feel that doesn't make it right.
It doesn't make it right.
To me, it doesn't make it
It does
right.
not make it right, but
You change your ways.
you
so-
changed your ways and you're doing better
Yeah.
now. So it doesn't make it right, no.
But you
But we
got
can
plus.
look at you and go, okay, you're not a piece of shit.
Yeah.
They're high, people like that, because I'm not trying to just pick on one group.
No.
But like people like that, you're still a piece of shit hiding behind the veneer of not.
Well, there's other circumstances though. Like, I totally see what you're saying, but what happens to, like, and we'll go into other countries or something like that. Say you have a poor village who can only support their village by growing fucking coca plants. So you grow the coca plants, which you know is going to make cocaine eventually, and you sell it to these drug dealers, but you're feeding your fucking village. You're still eventually, them plants that you grew caused murder, caused overdoses, caused trafficking, caused gun running, caused prostitution, caused all kind of bad shit. But to them people, that fed their village.
There's a big difference.
But they use that shit for other shit too, not just
I'm
that.
looking at different circumstances. Your circumstance
Yeah.
that you're saying is the most prevalent.
Right.
It is the most likely.
And also, a lot of times
But
when
I always
that village
gotta look at
isn't
both sides.
that village isn't selling the coca plants to the cartel. The cartel came in and said, "Grow it or die," and
We
we'll
might give you a
feed
little
you
bit of money.
to make sure you can keep growing it.
Yeah.
Well, I think eventually it turns into that.
No, that's how it starts. They show up and they go, "You guys are doing this
I
now."
watch that shit on Drugs Inc.
Yeah.
The people that do it by themselves without that, they end up getting killed running it like years into it if they ain't working for a cartel.
Right,
Like,
but a lot of times when it's that, the cartel just comes in, grabs somebody, cuts their head off, and goes, "Do what the fuck I say," or this will happen
And that's
to you.
the cartel
So
using it
they're
for-
not. They don't want to do it. They're just doing it because I want to live and eat today.
And the reason why I even went towards that type of analogy was there. First of all, did you know there's Amish in Mexico?
Huh?
Yeah, there's Amish in Mexico.
They all got cell phones and fucking wear Crocs. I don't care about them anymore.
Apparently,
Well, we need somebody to drive us in the van. All of you know how to drive.
The way this shit
They just
played
gotta make
out,
it look legit.
you know, they try to start an Amish. They came from Canada or whatever. They try to start an Amish sect, whatever the fuck they call them. You know,
It'd be a sect,
colony
yeah.
or-
Sect.
And in Mexico, it started off with a couple families. Well, the one dude, they were becoming poor. They couldn't sustain everything. So apparently, and we find this out later on through the news briefs, they were running drugs through the cartels because nobody messes with the Amish going up back and forth to Canada across the borders. I guess it's like one of those unwritten whatever the fuck.
No, they're Amish. Nobody thinks of them like that.
Like what you got in that
Well,
buggy and that horse.
The reason why this all got brought out was
Literally nothing. They're made of cardboard.
there was a family that was coming through, and I guess it was the same route that the Amish took, and a rival cartel decimated 3 cars full of people. One teenage boy and I think 2 little kids. He grabbed 2 little kids and they made it out. There were young kids in there. There were babies, the women. Fuck it. And then after they riddled the car with bullets, they caught them on fire.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, by these people over here trying to get their colony, their sect together, and thinking they were doing something good for their people, that right there caused all that murder and mayhem. And Lord knows what else going through the whole shit. Because after that, I stopped following the story. It was pretty fucking... And it was real recent. This shit happened within the past few months. Yeah. Because it blew my mind.
I know we were all too busy looking Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself memes and we missed it.
What about
I
the
got some
cat?
shit on the whole Epstein thing too, but that's gonna be for Wednesday.
I'm gonna tell you right now. 3 words. I don't care.
Well,
Okay.
I do want you to listen to the show though, because it's one of these this type of debate, the debate that looking on both sides of the coin. And something today, like I saw, this 13-year-old girl is getting sentenced, or just got arrested, is getting tried as an adult for murdering an 18-year-old college girl, stabbing her to death.
Why'd you stab her?
She was just an asshole, I guess. And she wouldn't look it from the pictures. She just seemed like some little sweet little 13-year-old girl.
Have fun.
I want to look more into it, but my whole point of that story is she's getting tried as an adult. And that's going to go into the whole what I have to say about everything else.
Okay. Do you know why they try people as adults?
I guess the severity of the different things, and so they can
No.
get certain punishments.
Correct.
But
no,
that
they
has nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
no, about making sure you understand all the logistics of why it gets done before you start spouting off a bunch of shit.
Oh yeah, dude.
The logistics of why they try certain children based on certain crimes as adults.
Because you can't give the punishment to
No,
children.
no.
Punishment.
Because it doesn't matter what you do. 13, 14, 15 years old, you can go out and murder 14 people. If you don't get tried as an adult when you're 18, they throw you the fuck out.
That's what I'm saying. You don't get the same punishment.
Correct. So, depending on the brutality and the reasoning of that crime, if they try you as an adult, you're gonna go do your whole fucking sentence.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So I agree with
later
it
on in
sometimes.
later on in life, though, that got smudged by the courts, though, because that went from
Everything
usually
does.
that went for more as murders or violent assaults, shit like that,
or
rapes.
No, not even that. Just you knew what you were doing cases.
Yeah.
You know, like if it was two kids, like, oh, we found a gun and we were fucking around and I accidentally shot my dude in the face. Okay, that's involuntary manslaughter. You get tried as a kid. You pop out when you're 18. Shit happens. I didn't like him because he fucked my girlfriend and I shot him in the face. You're tried as an adult. You go to jail and do your full 25 years.
Right. But what I'm saying, and
that's how it's supposed to work.
Right, you're
supposed
right
to
there.
work.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, by getting smudged now, there's a lot of like burglaries or robberies, shit like that they're charging kids as adults for. There's a lot of even drug trafficking charges they're charging kids as adults for, which.
Well, it's also one of them. Did you know what you were doing? Were you implicit in it? Things like if you were an unsuspecting drug mule, or you were being forced into it. Like if you were unsuspecting, or you were being forced into it, or like some guy was like, "Here's $50," carried his backpack 10 blocks that way, and you got picked up. That's one thing. If you knew, and they've got evidence of you running that shit and knowing that you're running that shit for the last year, deuces, get going. You knew what the fuck you were doing.
Now, I'm very curious on your... After you said that,
Mm-hmm.
and I would suspect the answer would be no, but just curious. Would your perspective change in that scenario if that wasn't a boy?
No. I don't care. If you know what you're doing, it could be one of my kids. If you know what you're doing and it's wrong, you get what you get.
All right. So this is what tipped me off this morning, because what I just told you was at the end, which was the last straw. What tipped me off this morning was they said that there's some more people.
Let's play this album.
All right, yeah, we'll come back.
We probably won't, but let's play this album.
Yeah.
All right, so here's Lil White by Little White. Lil White by Lil White
just
from last year.
Little White.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
There we go. That's fucked up.
What you want? I tried.
Baby, I got
That was my best Lil White voice.
what you need.
Go ahead, Gary.
You know I got it.
Turn him off.
I'm sitting in the dark again, leaving hidden messages in rap form. Chilling on the couch 4:44 in the morning. I got priorities, obligations, relationships with a few Italians, and they amazing. I got the hood got me. Any block you name it, I'm triple OG. I got the white boys that pull up in the pickups and hop out with them shotguns like white. What's up? Got some essays that know habla English, but they been known to be paid and show up and shoot up in any place. Shouldn't even have to tell you about the family I come from. I know there's some young dumb punks up in this rough stuff. Rockin', I'm gonna go in, kind of a big deal. Heir to the throne of an empire and fate's wheel. One of the hardest to kill and hypnotize minds, beating to me one of the smartest things they ever did was sign me. Just joking, it was stay fly. Everyone know that I'm getting off track. Where was I at? Oh yeah, I got eyes and ears everywhere. Some motherfucker watch them out. I'm tired of being lenient. I ain't even being loud. Seriously, don't be dumb. We ain't best guys. I got a partner that like to give Italian neckties. My family on a farm. Yes, we breed hoes. Firewood chipper never be seen at all. Did you really think you can fuck with me? 20 years, no one touching me. Only Caucasian MC in Memphis, Tennessee, crushing every beat, bitch, please. I don't write raps for kids that be missing shit. I do what I do for my dad, Coops, the infamous. They listening. I'm a godson, not a son of God. If there is one, and he hear this, that son of a bitch could have a gun, but that motherfucker better fear this. I'm not religious. I ain't never seen a miracle. Up here and shit, still trying to get my career to like 20 bands for appearances. I ain't rapping no, chillin' VIP, pop bottles, and count blessings. When it's time to roll, exit out the kitchen back door, no question. Black Cadillac always. Never heard what y'all say. Came a long way from body bagging ciphers in the high school hallway. the track could never hurt to do. And I will never reply to you. Wanna beat when shit get personal. I've always had love for anyone that was inside of my circle, true. But I'm wise enough as I grow old, and I know it's time I reverse the move. First to lose, so technically I'm entitled to all in the path. Bottled up my energy, when it is released, there will be a wrath. I'm not losing ever again. For life is divide, conquer, win. Mafia for eternity, forever immortal, there is no end. Back in the day, you couldn't walk down Fraser Drive without a Glock 9, deuce, or 4-5. It was an everyday job just to stay alive. Back on Fraser Drive, I'm back on Fraser Drive. Back in the day, you couldn't walk down Fraser Drive without a Glock 9, deuce, or 4-5. It was an everyday job just to stay alive. Back on Fraser Drive, I'm back on Fraser Drive. I'm back on Fraser Drive. Bitch, come take a ride down memory lane. I have held inside. It's time to air out the closet and say what's on my mind. I have too many secrets I'm keeping at this violent time. Look at their faces, wondering what I'm about to say and shit. Wish I spoke Spanish so I could spit in different languages. Fuck it, no more love. I'm sick of you hating little bitches all online, talking trash like debating politicians. I'm the smallest white boy to reside on the block, and most of the time half you fuck boys will ride in my cock. I'm still the same old me. I rip the same old street, and I ain't never changed. You motherfuckers changed on me. Back in the day, you couldn't walk down Fraser Drive without a Glock 9, deuce, or 4-5. It was an everyday job just to stay alive. Back on Fraser Drive, I'm back on Fraser Drive. Back in the day, you couldn't walk down Fraser Drive without a Glock 9, deuce, or 4-5. It was an everyday job just to stay alive. Back on Fraser Drive, I'm back on Fraser Drive. Fraser Drive, it's a state of mind. I know what did back in 95. Ain't gon' tell a lie, it won't be televised. Go tell all you guys, I'm back on Fraser Drive. Somehow I stayed alive and made it off the block. I went to Japan and back, and that was a culture shock. And they was hollering Bay Area while I was on stage. Most of my homies back home feel like they are locked in the cage. I'm from the city of rage, my city is underpaid, and I can't even count how many legends my city made. I'm back on my gutter, don't give a fuck frame of mind. I'm about to kill this bitch again, for that I think Fraser Drive. Back in the day, you couldn't walk down Fraser Drive without a Glock 9, deuce, or 4-5. It was an everyday job just to stay alive. Back on Fraser Drive, I'm back on Fraser Drive. Back in the day, you couldn't walk down Fraser Drive without a Glock 9, deuce, or 4-5. It was an everyday job just to stay alive. Back on Fraser Drive, I'm back on Fraser Drive. Yeah. When I say I'm back on Fraser Drive, don't come fucking looking for me. I'm mentally on Fraser Drive. The shit that I started back in the day, I started back up, bitch. It's a new time. I'm back on my Fraser Drive mind frame. Back on that. Don't fuck with me in this show. Don't fuck with me in the streets neither. But you probably won't find me on Fraser Drive. Nope. Somewhere traveling, get bread. All right. Get it. To the wolves, I return leading the pack. Out of intelligence and ignorance, one I lack. Smart young prospect with everything to gain. Walk through the rain, I endured pain in vain. Everyone that I know have spoke they mind. If I knew what I know now, I'd rewind time. I didn't, that's fine, they ain't slow down my grind. The day the planets align, help make my flow divine. Still I deal with the hatred, fake friends and take it. Out of the thunderstorm, how did I make it? One day I'll write it all down and face it. When the clouds part, I'll see my dreams and chase it. Ran with the underdogs my whole life, Jack. Lightning struck me twice, I ain't looking back. Keep on going, I'll die before I crack. Throw me to the wolves, I return leading the pack. Ran with the underdogs my whole life, Jack. Lightning struck me twice, I ain't looking back. Keep on going, I'll die before I crack. Throw me to the wolves, I return leading the pack. To the wolves, I return leading the pack. Big bark, big bite, sharp teeth and all that. Pull the knife that you put in my back. You left me for dead, but instead your plan was slack. I got a strong mind to seek out revenge with vengeance. When the anger enters your brain, the pain is endless. Then I'll probably be sentenced, death by injection. If I was in your shoes, I'd try to find some protection. The truth of the lesson, you should watch where you're stepping. I could give two shits if you are packing a weapon. When you are blessed with blessings, no worries or stress, and the only thing that you have left to do is keep progressing. White ran with the underdogs my whole life, Jack. Lightning struck me twice, I ain't looking back. Keep on going, I'll die before I crack. Throw me to the wolves, I return leading the pack. Ran with the underdogs my whole life, Jack. Lightning struck me twice, I ain't looking back. Keep on going, I'll die before I crack. Throw me to the wolves, I return leading the pack.
Yo, it's actually that simple. It's not a big deal. If you fuck with Lil White, that's my son. You fucking with me. I'm gonna blow your head off, and then I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat your fucking head, and then I'm gonna throw it up and fucking re-put it on your fucking body. Lil White is my little son. Don't fucking fuck with him. I will kill you if you fuck with him. I love you. That's on my fault.
Way too many snakes round me. Way too much hate round me. Too many can't take round me. Too much dead weight round me. If I don't get the fuck away from round it, I'ma end up with a grave round me. Fuck 'em, go ahead and ring it. I ain't never been playing with them. I got this. I got people constantly trying to turn my circle to a C. Let it sink in for a minute, for a second. Imagine being me. I have seen some of the unthinkable things that people think. I'm a target meant for leeches, always seeking more to eat. Not to mention time to time, my kindness has been took for weak. I'm still a legend on these beats and well connected in these streets. Get your ass whipped, black and blue, messing with the dude. It doesn't matter if it's music or social media news. If something said, the crew will move in on you before I exit the bed. Mrs. White is giving me head, and right now I'm mentally dead. Got some bullshit out my life, few more things that I've been working on. I'm learning though, back the fuck about me. I ain't in a hurry. Way too many snakes round me. Way too much hate round me. Too many can't take round me. Too much dead weight round me. If I don't get the fuck away from round it, I'ma end up with a grave round me. Fuck 'em, go ahead and ring it. I ain't never been playing with them. I got this all day. Way too many snakes round me. Way too much hate round me. Too many can't take round me. Too much dead weight round me. If I don't get the fuck away from round it, I'ma end up with a grave round me. Fuck 'em, go ahead and ring it. I ain't never been playing with them. I got this all day. Hard work pays off. Least that's what I was taught. Don't cost shit to be real. Friendship cannot be bought. Snakes in the grass, cut the shit. The name White, I live up to it. I put time in this music biz, paid all my dues, and this what I get. Gotta fuck it up one more again, I guess. Pick up the pen, get it all off my chest. I ain't got nothing to prove to none of you fools. I created most of you, I'm the best. I'm king at what I do, still get no respect from half my peers. If I was you or in my shoes, I stick ice picks in both my ears. So I cannot hear what Lil White talking about, cause he run his mouth and he back it up. He kill shit when he feel shit. He toe tag it, then sack it up. He a beast, bruh, he heated up. Get about his way when he coming through. He sound a little pissed off today, and I'm pretty sure he coming for you again. Way too many snakes round me. Way too much hate round me. Too many can't take round me. Too much dead weight round me. If I don't get the fuck away from round it, I'ma end up with a grave round me. Fuck 'em, go ahead and ring it. I ain't never been playing with them. I got this all day. Way too many snakes round me. Way too much hate round me. Too many can't take round me. Too much dead weight round me. If I don't get the fuck away from round it, I'ma end up with a grave round me. Fuck 'em, go ahead and ring it. I ain't never been playing with them. I got this all day. Now I've unleashed all my demons. Then there's no choice but to use them. Feel the fire down inside me. Burn you up until you're dying. Push them to the limit. You are the only one in your way. Don't worry about what anybody say. If you are meant to be a champion, it will be. Not a coach in the world can teach you how to see. You had the fire inside of you burn, and let's heat them up. Win a fight, lose a war, cause you beat them up. Just because you think you bad, don't make you bad enough. One man with no team is a man with no blood. For me, now that I am passing them, cauliflower earlobes, swollen broken noses, falling into them robes. I'm hoping she got them roses. I hope you know this. I ain't about that fame now. I ain't about that change now. I'm about that change now. And if it came down to it, I'd run right back through it. Try to throw the towel on me, man, you better not do it. Still a beast on them. I will always be beating them. Only thing is defeating them. It's dinner time and I'm eating them. Thanksgiving, I'm feasting them. I'll knock you out any weekend. You can't swim in the deep end. I was born to win. No shit in this way. Shaking my hunger. Always ready for another round when everything's alright. So I fight survive. Bring out the thunder. Give me with your words, don't use it all for fire. I'm a slave. I've unleashed all my demons, and there's no choice but to use them. Use them. When the rain is blowing sideways and you can't seem to get yourself out of the driveway, all you wanna do is hit the highway, but you can't drive no more, the DUI say. Don't think about the limitations in your mind state. Keep on going, I'm knowing that you will find great. Your destination is predetermined, some kind say. I'm on a journey for purpose through 25 states, which mean I'm halfway there and a half combined weight. Juggling business and pleasure, gonna keep the line straight. I'm a lucky Libra, so I balance my plate, and plus I pay attention to what all of the signs say. Ain't no going back. When the road seems rough and you're alone, and you can't find the strength inside to carry on, can't nobody tell you anything at all. Baby, just keep rolling and just keep going. Keep fighting till your light is shining. You gotta know it ain't the end of the road, so keep on keeping on. Some of us think that we got it the hardest. I can't even speak on it with all this keeping me bothered. I got bottled up bottles on top of bottomless bottles. I'm an alcoholic with talent like all of the fallen. Won't miss out on my calling. I got homies that hold me up like a crutch when I'm drunk. They try to straighten me up, but I'm a mess when I'm stressed, and it is so hard to hide it. I battle demons on the daily, and I cannot deny it. My career is on the line, and I got OGs watching, waiting to see my next move, hoping I keep things popping. I've had fortune and fame, seen it go down the drain, and only I know I can do it right when it come again. That's the game. It seems rough and you're alone, and you can't find the strength inside to carry on. Can't nobody tell you anything at all. Baby, just keep rolling and just keep going. Keep fighting till your light is shining. You gotta know it ain't the end of the road. I done been through the pain, caught it in the rain. It's gotta get better, yeah, life goes on. I When I see you, it's cool. I ain't showing no love. Don't make me act a fool. I know you on them drugs. I can play with this tool. Send your ass up above. Put your face on a shirt. The hood know what's up. I ain't playing no more with you hoes. I done kept my mouth shut too long. All I'm saying, if you did me wrong once, you'll do it again and I'm gone. Oh, you know, I got a goon in any city that you can go do what you want. But watch your back at the same time. Never, no. I done put on for my city. I done put folks on with it. I done put a burger in so many of my homie kids' mouth. I don't remember them giving me a penny. I don't see what things went wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's all my fault. And I swear there's a couple motherfuckers I'd probably kill if I couldn't get out. So mama just walk by without batting an eye. Keep my mind on my goddamn paper. Stop sign. I don't fuck with those either, ho. I'ma see you later. Things to do, more places to go. I ain't got no time for a hater. And never forget, I don't care where the fuck I move to. I'ma always rep right. When I see you, it's cool. I ain't showing no love. Don't make me act a fool. I know you on them drugs. I can play with this tool. Send your ass up above. Put your face on a shirt. The hood know what's up. You ain't bout shit. You ain't gonna do a damn thing. Talk shit, and I know you ain't gon' bang. Talk shit, you don't give a fuck. Don't let your homie pump your nuts and get you touched. You ain't verse 2. I'm here to let all of the white music riders know. Don't hurt, dude. Just cause he talk shit on the internet, let him go. Matter of fact, scratch that. If you see him time up, throw his ass in the back of a Cadillac. Take him to the nearest river, you know. Throw his ass over the bridge, and now that is that back, bitch. I ain't going nowhere, I was just waiting on the right track, bitch. The sads and shit. And let you motherfuckers know 80% of y'all ain't half of this. Mastered it, I'ma keep on going. Knocking on 40, I'ma keep on blowing. Dropped the first album 15 years ago. Had a lot of friends, now I never see no one. Ask me if I care, only a couple there I would call on if I was drowning. And they ain't never asked me for a goddamn thing. And on one hand I can count it. Ask me if I care, only a couple there I would call on if I was drowning. And they ain't never asked me for a goddamn thing. And on one hand I can count it. When I see you, it's cool. I ain't showing no love. Don't make me act a fool. I know you on them drugs. I can play with this tool. Send your ass up above. Put your face on the shirt. The hood know what's up. You ain't bout shit. You ain't gonna do a damn thing. Talk shit, and I know you ain't gon' bang. Talk shit, you don't give a fuck. Don't let your homies pop your nuts and get you touched. You ain't bout shit, you ain't gonna do a damn thing. Talk shit, and I know you ain't gon' bang. Talk shit, you don't give a fuck. Don't let your homies pop your nuts and get you touched. What's up? We don't play, nan day. We don't play, nan day. We don't play, nan day. We don't play, nam. We don't play, nan day. We don't play, nan day. We don't play, nan day. We don't play. These bitches think we playin', think this mafia shit a joke. Don't fuck with WITE, you'll get your ass smoked. Oh, you better off playing the lotto. Don't fuck with Missile, I'll get you with them hollow. They hit hard like semi. I blast you with a Draco, that is that Romanian AK-47. Paint your whip like makeup. shit back in 1999. We ain't gonna worry, just step to the side to see if you will keep the legacy alive. We grit and we grind, don't call it all time. Lord never was created this kind of rhyme. If you could have met him, you would have realized that there was some evil inside of his mind. I'm crazy as well, I'm up on my rocker. Somebody please don't give me a Xanax. I panic, I'm manic, need a paramedic. Satanic mechanic, I'm here to wreak havoc. All of the most, I'm bragging, I'm boast. I'm roasting these folks from coast to coast. I do what I want, and that is for sure. I don't give a fuck who's supposed to know. I'm hot and I'm cold, I'm big and I'm bold, and I will not stop till I'm in control. I told you before, we don't play Nan Damn Day, better go on and hit the road. We don't play, we don't play Nan Damn Day. We don't play, we don't play Nan Damn Day. We don't play, we don't play Nan Damn Day. We don't play, we don't play Nam Nam. We don't play, we don't play Nan Damn Day. We don't play, we don't play Nan Damn Day. We don't play, we don't play Nan Damn Day. We don't play, we don't play Nam Nam. We don't play, we don't play Nam Nam Day. We don't play, we don't play Nam Nam Day. We don't play, we don't play Nam Nam Day. We don't play, we don't play Nam Nam. It's about to get ugly, it's about to get bloody. I'm about to get muddy, I'm about to go dummy. Dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, down, down, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, down. It's about to get ugly, it's about to get bloody. I'm about to get muddy, I'm about to go dummy. Dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, down, down, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it. Since you all stupid, I'm about to give you stupid times 5. How about the coup it? How about the coup and loading as I step a finger? I step a finger, someone died, you better think, bruh. Before you cross a guy like I'm about that bullshit. I ride with G's and rednecks with full clips. No LSD needed, you see me, I'm taking them full trips. I'm cool with almost everyone I went to school with. I do this, you bet not ever, ever confuse it. I'll lose it and get the handing out beatings and bruises. Abuse it, and I will just use it for my amusement. You look foolish, and if you betray me, then you a Judas. I will prove it. If you a Christian, Muslim, or Buddhist, motherfucker. It's about to get ugly, it's about to get bloody. I'm about to get muddy, I'm about to go dummy. Dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, down, down, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, down. It's about to get ugly, it's about to get bloody. I'm about to get muddy, I'm about to go dummy. Dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, down, down, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it. I'm sick of new music, but I don't hate the ones who make it. I just can't relate and don't understand half of what they say, and I can't help it. I grew up in a land of lyricism. If every artist in the game right now fell off, I wouldn't miss them. I'ma keep on doing what I'm good at without competition. I'm the creator of my own flow. Take a pause and listen. Paul thought I was spitting, signed to HCP under the sixes. 2 decades later, I still get with the shit and all my mixes. Hope you got your fixin'. When I leave the kitchen, I'll be missing. I'm taking this show around the globe to finish up my mission. I said I'd dumb it down, but truth be told, I cannot be senseless. I'm godlike and iconic. Don't forget on my remembrance. Bitch, I'm giving. It's about to get ugly. It's about to get bloody. I'm about to get muddy. I'm about to go dummy. Dumb it, 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 down, down, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, down. It's about to get ugly. It's about to get bloody. I'm about to get muddy. I'm about to go dummy. Dumb it, 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 down, down, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, dumb it, down, 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 down. and watch the sun come up. You ain't welcome in this party if you don't run with us. It's only family here, and all we want is a good time. Take a hit of this and taste my moonshine. Yeah, girl, slow it down. Just a country boy from a little town. Baby, kick off your boots and relax your feet. Come and ride with me in a Cadillac. Got moonshine, drink it down. Ain't nobody got this, it's the best around. Yeah, we party all night while we in the field. Got the women in the beers and they came to chill. Shotguns are cocking, in the backyard popping. 3 o'clock in the morning, this party ain't stopping. We can't run out of liquor, we know how to make it. Give me a mason jar, I'll fill it up and then I will take it. We got a field of trees, it's for a field of dreams. Everybody on my team cooler than they seem. Hang with us one time, you won't wanna go home. Solo cups in the keg, don't need no styrofoam. We got music up loud, not a neighbor inside. Every time I show up, it's a hell of a night. Baby, kick off your boots and relax your feet. Take a ride with me to the country in Tennessee. Come on. Yeah, girl, slow it down. Just a country boy from a little town. Baby, kick off your boots and relax your feet. Come and ride with me in a Cadillac. Got moonshine, drink it down. Ain't nobody got this, it's the best around. Yeah, we party all night while we in the field. Got the women in the beers and they came to chill. They said I would have millions, paper to the ceiling, but I'm still hustling. And the only way to go is up, is up, is up. I put my hands to the sky, go up, go up, go up. Yeah, the only way I know is up. Yeah, still hustle this hard. So much depends on my next bar. I'm a long way from doubt me now. The crowd still screams Oxycontin loud. I got 4 kids, I can't let them down. All they really want is dad to make them proud. I told them years ago I would have millions. Guess I gotta get up out my feelings. Only way to go is up, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Many walk the path I paved, and they ain't say thanks. I don't drive a Phantom or Maybach, it's okay. I'm gonna keep grinding till I'm bigger than Paul and Juicy J. They said I would have millions, paper to the ceiling, but I'm still hustling. And the only way to go is up, is up, is up. I put my hands to the sky, go up, go up, go up. Yeah, the only way I know is up, is up, is up, is up, is up. Yeah, the only way I know is up, is up. I'm in a better mood, stress is no longer heavy. My circle tighter than a Candy 57 Chevy. The only place that I can imagine better is heaven. I think the last time I was as happy, I was 11. Rhyming till my body flop, rapping till the pain stops. Now I'm in a higher element, look what I gained, pops. Trying to get to the next tax bracket before my rain drops. It's about the only thing on my schedule, yeah, my aim's the top. Never falling back again, put myself before my friends. If I can't take care of myself, I can't take care of them. I'm only going up from here on in. This legacy won't end until this hero wins. They said I would have millions, paper to the ceiling, but I'm still hustling. And the only way to go is up, is up, is up. I put my hands to the sky, go up, go up, go up. Yeah, the only way I know is up, is up, is up, is up, is up, is up. Yeah, the liquor, no more weed, no more sleep, no more dreams. When I wake up on cloud nine, no more ups, no more downs, no more smiles, no more frowns. When I wake up on cloud nine, no more liquor, no more weed, no more sleep, no more dreams. When I wake up on cloud nine, no more ups, no more downs, no more smiles, no more frowns. When I wake up, I'm out of here and I'm long gone. You asked me, I did no wrong. Put all my life in those songs. The clock tick, time goes on. The day has come, I roll out. Hope I told the hotel it's check out time. Wake up, no more bounce from hotels. I'm thinking back, lonesome nights. I had to cut my coattail. Rather hang with my damn self than have fake friends. I'm like, oh well, I had a good run, can't complain. My whole life was sustained. Stomped through the mud and rain. Felt joy, anger, and pain. I'm so strong, very smart, but even I can't take much. I just pray it's all recognized when it's my time to wake up. When I wake up on cloud nine, no more liquor, no more weed, no more sleep, no more dreams. When I wake up on cloud nine, no more ups, no more downs, no more smiles, no more frowns. When I wake up on cloud nine, no more liquor, no more weed, no more sleep, no more dreams. When I wake up on cloud nine, no more ups, no more downs, no more smiles, no more frowns. When I wake up. When I wake up, I'm not woke. Cause I break down, I'm not broke. If I didn't write it, it still wrote. When I'm not right, I still take notes. And I know I could have paved more roads than the roads I've done rolled on. Should have helped more of my own, though I gave dough to those chose folks. They foes though, and I know now I spent 10 years with false fam. It's my fault, I accept that. I'm a man that has been programmed, and my software is so hardcore with more bars than a drugstore. I do get lazy when I'm high. Why did I take them drugs for? I know better, I can't lie. The light dims, my day's up. I just pray it's all recognized when it's my time to wake up. When I wake up on cloud nine, no more liquor, no more weed, no more sleep, no more dreams. When I wake up on cloud nine, no more ups, no more downs, no more smiles, no more frowns. When I wake up on cloud nine, no more liquor, no more weed, no more sleep, no more dreams. When I wake up on cloud nine, no more ups, no more downs, no more smiles, no more frowns. When I wake up, wake up.
I gotta be honest with y'all, we didn't listen to a fucking song off that album.
I did.
I didn't, because it was little.
Like I said, Greg, we.
Well,
Me and him.
I
We was
was
too
not
busy
included.
talking about that thing that we said we were going to come back to, but we already finished that conversation, so fuck
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I'm bored with it now. I had to get it out the system.
You did. You was wrong. We fixed it. It's cool.
I don't know if I was wrong, but I saw your point of view, and you had very, very good points that swayed my judgment.
Which,
So I'll
which
give you
indicates
that.
that your judgment was probably incorrect. There's not much of a gray area here, bud.
I think there is, but either way, my thinking and your thinking is pretty much the same, and it's all bad, so fuck them all.
Exactly.
That's it.
You knew what you was doing when you stabbed that bitch.
I'm going to look more into that, because there's got to be some more back. She couldn't have just said fuck it and wanted to stab that girl.
It doesn't matter what the backstory is. You fucking killed somebody, and you knew what you were doing when you went to do it.
Well, I'm not even on that conversation anymore. I just want to know what
Oh.
pissed that 13-year-old off to go shank the bitch in the middle of fucking Manhattan.
Probably some dick. Stole it, man.
13 and 18. Yeah.
It's Manhattan. She either shorted her on a dime or something.
Yeah. Dude, here's some jacked up shit.
Oh,
You know,
because everything we talk about so fucking kosher and down the middle of the road.
This hit home. This was like some friends of my daughter. Well, not even friends, but just, you know, like they used to kick it back in the day when they were younger. This young girl, like she's like 15 years old, posted that her 40 or 30-something-year-old aunt slept with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
First of all, you're 15.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, your boyfriend is 18, I guess, and that ain't cool. And third of all, your mama knows, obviously, and so does your aunt, obviously. And now your aunt is fucking your dude. How fucked up is all that?
Very.
Quite a bit.
And we're done now. It's very fucked up. And it's very fucked up, and they all need hit in the face with 2x4s.
Yeah.
Period.
They were
Very
all
hard.
getting hit in the face with something, apparently.
Yeah, that one dude's cock.
Yeah! I'm thinking.
Cock and balls.
It was probably like this flashlight, just swinging around.
Swang-a-ling-a-ling.
just, hold on, ready?
If you.
That's what it sounded like right there.
That thumb.
Yep.
Just right up on somebody's forehead.
Yep.
Swanging dangalangs.
I just couldn't, because I personally, like, not real close, but I knew the mom, and I knew the little girl when she was a little girl. You know, that my kids used to play with her.
Yeah.
And how it went from that perception to that, holy fuck.
Well, it also that
I gotta tell you off the rip that you don't know what the fuck is going on until you know what the fuck is going on.
well, and it boils down to the conversation of and I don't want to have this conversation. I'm just bringing something up for sake of arguments. You have, say, you know, like you see the reports of the 16-year-old kid, the 16-year-old boy in high school banging the 35, 40-year-old teacher, and all the dudes are like, fucking kid snitch, what the fuck's wrong with him? Da-da-da-da. Reverse that. Now you got the 35, 40-year-old guy banging a 16-year-old girl. Holy shit, it's the end of the fucking world, right? No. It's the end of the world for both. Neither one of them should have fucking happened. It's sick either way.
And I kind of lived something like that too back in the day.
Like I said, I didn't want to get into that. I just wanted to throw it out there.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it, Marco.
But I'm going to talk about it.
I don't want to, but I'm gonna, and you're gonna shut the fuck up about it. We're gonna talk about Godzilla.
God.
And how on that fucking poster he was standing in 600 feet of water, but somehow it was only knee deep for him. And he's only 300 feet tall. Yeah, that's right. Figure that shit out.
He was part
standing
Jesus.
on coral.
Standing on your
part
fucking
Jesus.
coral. Part Jesus.
Yeah.
Only God.
If he was fully Jesus, he'd been on top of the water.
Fully Jesus.
Well, I could throw together a whole conspiracy shit on that too, because you know the whole reptilian theory, and you know the whole giant theory. So you figure you mix a giant with a fucking reptilian, and what do you got? Godzilla.
Well, I don't think. I don't think. I do think at some point a giant version of a person existed. I highly doubt they were 300 feet tall.
I think you're right.
I was gonna say, have you ever been 300 feet in the air on like a cell phone tower?
No,
It's pretty goddamn
and I know
high.
you have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been higher
than
than
I.
I've been higher
You've been
than that.
higher than I ever will be,
Yeah.
and I've been high.
I used to climb towers with guys, and we would be up on the tower, and they'd be smoking a joint, and I would be like, "Here, you want to hit?" I'm like, "No, I'm good. I'm already terrified and paranoid. I'm fine."
Yeah.
And then I had the
I have to.
And then I had the wonderful idea one day. Well, we had the wonderful idea one day of getting shirts made up that said, "I get paid to get really high at work," with the company logo and the name. And then the guys actually went out and got those shirts made.
It's actually a very good idea.
Yeah. The company hated it.
That's
The
like,
company hated it.
that was like
But it's
that,
like- but
that
at
Forrest
least-
Gump thing when he fucking rubbed his face on the shirt, man. That's $1 million idea,
Right.
right?
Well,
there.
it was funny because it said it had a picture of a tower on the front. It said, "I get paid to get high at work." On the back, it said Tri-County Tower.
I bet you if you made them for some of the iron workers, dude, those would blow up. Those would sell like a motherfucker.
And I guarantee you they'd get banned by the union in a day.
Probably.
I'd take them to a union meeting and sell them. I'd put the union number on each one.
Here you go. You'll know something about this. I didn't bring it up to you. How hard is it to get like a booth to sell shit at like a flea market or some shit like that?
Money.
That's the person you need to talk to over there.
In the inside costs more, but
Well, obviously, I'm
around this time of year, it's
Well-
not that much.
Well, not no, because
Are you taking the $7 thing to the next level?
yeah. Fucking, we were talking about. I've been working over in Newcastle, so I have to drive by the Pulaski Adult Theater every day, and
I've been there.
who hasn't? But the super at the cemetery, and my boss didn't know what it was, so I told him, you know, because I wandered up in there when I was like 19 just to see what the fuck it was, and I went, all right, that's a TV with porno, that's a TV with porno, that's a TV with porno, those are a bunch of couches, that's a dude sucking another dude's dick, that was a waste of $10, I'm outie, and I dipped.
Wow, it's changed a lot.
I was 19, I'm 32 now, Mark.
There, well, I've been there.
But so I was explaining it to him. Where the fuck was I going with that?
Oh, you
Oh,
said
oh,
a guy
oh.
sucking another guy's cock.
And I dipped out, right? But so there was funny because then they started talking about like, because my one boss was like, "Oh, I thought there was like hookers or something up in the back," and the other guy was like, "I thought there was dancers." And then they started talking about seeing articles where people got picked up for, you know, low money prostitution. And then one guy was like, he goes, "Yeah, we just had a report out in Akron of a hooker sucking off two old guys at the same time for $7. And I had to bite my fucking tongue so hard.
You should have said something.
No.
You should have tagged Upside Down
do you know where
Studios
they
in
went
it.
wrong in that whole scenario? No camera. If somebody would have been filming that,
There were
Yeah.
two. It was two geriatrics with $7.
Yeah.
They can't work
you
a
gonna
phone.
tell me I bet you type in geriatric porn right now. It's there.
Yeah, but it's not self-filmed. It's old people getting filmed by a young guy.
Amateurs.
Yeah, but it's like it's not. They
As
got
long
picked
as
up.
you got a
They
camera-
they
if
got
I
picked
go and
up
get
by
a
the
fucking
cops in the car.
prostitute, as long as you're in the corner with a fucking camera videotaping it, she is a fucking actress.
Oh, technically,
Yeah, that's the law, dude, and that's fucked up.
Loophole.
That is fucked. As long as one of you guys are in the corner, or if you fucking decide to pick up somebody, and I got a fucking camera in the corner, you're good. We could call a cop in to watch.
well,
That's an actress.
They're-
We just gotta blur out his face.
the contract has to be involved.
Okay, write it down.
Here's an extra $500.
You're fucking me for this money, and he's taping it. We're gonna put it on the internet.
Yeah. But
That's it.
that just made me laugh.
All
But
you
no,
need is all you need is a
but no,
signature.
what I was getting at was I'm gonna.
Totally fucked him up.
Yeah, I totally enjoy my long form hobbies. We all know. I'm gonna start whittling. So I'm gonna start making like.
I do that all the time, man. Motherless porn. Talk about rubbing one out?
No.
Oh,
I already-
that's my hobby, and I do it all. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about
You said
taking
whittling.
chunks. I'm talking about taking chunks of wood and like carving them with a
Yeah,
knife.
well, I don't know about a knife, but I'm taking a
All right,
chunk of wood and fucking
Anyhow, I get to your point.
whittling.
I'm gonna snap his wood in half.
Yeah. Have it.
But I'm gonna make like handmade pipes and shit. I'm gonna try. And I just want to be like, well, if I get decent at it and I get a nice enough a collection of them,
Pull 'em up.
I might turn around and try and sell them somewhere. But
I gotta be in the corner with a camera.
this does sound like the Pornhub music for amateurs.
Boom, chicka, wow, wow.
That's not the Pornhub music, Mark. You know better.
Yeah. Well, see, I don't watch porn with music in it. Kind of ruins the whole background.
It's the intro.
and everything, Yeah.
It's the intro. It's and that's it. Because it pops up, it says Pornhub amateurs, and then it goes into the video, whatever they put up.
See,
it's just the intro that happens on all of them.
Mine's usually like rents.
Yours is usually some guy
sorry.
jerking off, fisting a cow, while some chick blows a fucking donkey in the background.
There's more people involved, but yeah.
And there's a dwarf walking around
Midget.
with one arm.
See, and that's another thing. That's why I brought that up earlier.
Yeah, that was real short.
I always thought, obviously,
real
I was
short.
wrong, but I was always brought
Looking
up
like a
like
T-Rex.
the dwarfs were the taller ones, and they predominantly have the weird features.
Okay, if we
And
want to
then-
be technical, they're little people. You can't go wrong with that.
The dwarf is the taller one, and the midget was the smaller one.
Yeah,
You know?
because even Family Guy did that. Remember, they had a whole bunch of midgets standing there. And
Look,
they
I'm
If-
a giant amongst
it's on Family
midgets.
Guy. It has to be true.
I'm gonna say if we're getting our facts from Family Guy, I'm just done with the whole thing. I'm done with the whole show.
Shit.
South Park did it too.
Welcome to Upside Down Studios, where we get our facts from cartoons, and the real shit doesn't matter.
No, we know what the real shit is. Like I said, I keep telling you,
But
I'm
no,
just
I think
giving
that-
you the perspective that I was brought up on.
thinking
So
that's
if
where
I
you
need to be
got that
corrected,
idea
I
from.
want to be corrected. I'll be the first one to tell you when I'm wrong or when I need to be.
I have proved
So
your
if I'm-
opinion wrong twice tonight, and you still go,
You
yeah,
have proved my
but...
opinion wrong several times, but
And you-
what I always want you to see.
But see, that's the thing. That's the thing, Mark. Once I go, here's why.
I heard
here's
this
why.
the other day.
Here's why you're incorrect, and then you're gonna keep hearing it till you believe
This
it.
is why you're incorrect, though. You only look at one side.
I don't.
And I always have to argue both arguments, or I feel
don't
like I
always
should
look,
not be fucking
I
putting
don't
that
always
point
look
out
at both sides because I don't always only look at one side. I look at both sides because I have to figure out which one's the right side.
Well, see, I let
Because
everybody else figure that out.
Yeah,
I'll put out
and I'm
both sides and
explaining
I'll
to
make
you
an
what the
argument.
right side is,
And
then
I
you-
appreciate-
and then
that's
you're
what I
still
said.
arguing what the other side
I
is.
still
No,
have
we've
to say-
established there's two. Yes, this one's
Well-
shit, and we're not talking about it because this is the correct one.
But you're not getting that. I'm glad you gave me the answer, and I have the right answer if I ever had to use that. But predominantly, when I post questions or I put information out there, I leave out a big chunk for people to debate about it. I leave out that big chunk for people to talk about it. Because even though you're right, there are two sides to the coin, and sometimes there's more than that. And
But
I
that-
know you're right, and you know you're right, but to say that to somebody else where their total outlook or thinking, even though if they were explained to it in a certain way or they figured out as long as they guided the right way on their own to get to that right answer, then you're all good. But that's what you're not seeing about
But
me.
that's the problem.
When you say
That's-
something and
that-
I know your answer, now I know I could use that. If anybody wants to call me on something, well, that's bullshit. No, that's this. But guess what? I just made you fucking think about all the other bullshit that follows along with that.
And I had an answer for every step for you every step of the way. Did
Yes,
I not?
yes, yes.
Which indicates that I have already thought about it. I've already processed it. I've already come to the
Right.
conclusion that this is stupid.
You
the
are
problem,
one of the few.
The problem, yes, and that's the problem that you're having with this is you leave it open ended so we can look at both sides of the coin. The people already standing on the bad side of the coin, the incorrect side of the coin, will not come to the correct side of the coin. So don't show them the other side of the coin.
No, that's not right. I don't want anybody.
They already know
I
the
don't
bad
want
side of the coin because
anybody
they
to
agree
change
with
their
it.
views. I want people just like me. No matter what, like the conversation we had downstairs.
Yeah.
I feel the same way you do. That's fucking wrong.
Right.
But there's some people that feel that there's right. Well, okay, you can feel that there's right. You're a fucking idiot. But they have a perspective. I want you to hear my side. I want to hear your side because it really does interest me why you think that fucked up.
Now I can understand the why you think that's okay. I want to understand why you think this is justifiable and why you think this is okay. That does not make your side of the argument correct or justifiable
absolutely
in
right
any
there.
slightest way of the word.
Right.
You're still wrong as fuck. And I want to understand your thought process,
That's more of what I do. Just like when I watch.
But your thought
something-
process is not correct, and you need to understand your thought process is not correct, and you need to correct it, or we need to take you out back and shoot you because we don't need to fucking have your dumb ass in this world.
You're absolutely right, and that is exactly why. Like after I watch some,
I'm going to get my gun.
Whatever is against what I was watching, it'll be the first thing I watch, because I want to know what the other side's thinking, what they thought, why they think something that I think is good is bad. I want to hear their thought process on that. And in that is the only way I can make a true argument for my side.
Well, yeah, that's the only way you can make any true argument is to be able to look at both sides and analyze both sides. But you have to be able to look at both sides from the outside. You can't look at it from, this is my side, I need to analyze their side and figure it out. You have to look at every argument singularly from an outside perspective,
Yes.
and then come in at it unbiased, which is really fucking difficult. And I try and do it as I try and do it as much as I possibly can. That's why you come to me with all this shit like, Scotty, is this true?
Right.
Because I can come in and go, I don't fucking like it, I don't fucking agree with it, but this is what's right.
Exactly.
This is correct, not right. This is what's correct.
Yeah,
You know?
whether it's right or wrong, I want the correctness. If I'm wrong,
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
I'm fucking wrong. I'm fucking wrong.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't understand why it's so hard for people.
Because they don't want to be wrong.
I just had this, and I'm trying to teach this to my daughters.
Yeah.
I just had this conversation with Julia. Dude, you're wrong. It's okay. Don't make excuses. It's okay that you're wrong. I get more upset with you for you trying to justify your bullshit and not using your logic or just sitting back and thinking for a second. And not even a fucking hour later, she comes back, Dad, you know what, you're right. And I totally forgot about this, and this. Okay, now, was that so hard, honey?
In the moment, no, because it's all ego. That's all it is. It's all ego, and then you get people who are willing to die and put their entire
Careers, fucking life. I've seen people put some shit over just not being wrong.
Yeah, and it's dumb. Like how little or how big is your ego that you have to be correct, even when presented with mountains of evidence, because it doesn't fit your narrative.
Yeah.
And you don't. Well, so and so did this. Like there's so and so didn't say that. Here's a videotape of him saying it. Well, that's edited. Here's the transcript and the video of that person saying this thing.
Clinton type shit.
It's some Donald Trump type shit as well. They both did it. It's both been done on both sides. I can go online right now and find tons of Republicans saying stupid horse shit. I could go online and find tons of Democrats saying stupid horse shit. I can go online and find tons of independents saying stupid shit. The fact of the matter is, the second you come at me and go, well, no, that video has been faked. No, the fuck it has. I have it from 5 different angles, from 5 different television sources.
I totally agree.
And I have live recordings and a transcript of it. You're fucking wrong. I don't care what you have to say anymore. You're stupid. Let's go out to the woodshed so I can beat you with the hose.
Dude,
Garden hose.
I totally think we should bring back the whole days of the president being able to like duel and do shit like that.
No, we just need to get the fuck rid of that shit.
Oh, dude. I'll say that for one second.
It's just the whole thing.
It's just silliness.
The whole thing is stupid, man.
What
like,
you're saying,
like my favorite ones, and it's Hillary, it's Trump, it's. I haven't seen it too much with Obama, but that's because everything he did was so fucking under the radar and meditative that it took years for it to come out. But like you saw it with Hillary, you've seen it with Trump, you've seen it with all kind of other politicos, where they go, well, so and so said that, or they come out and they go, I believe this about this group of people and about this doing this thing, and it's like, well, you didn't think that 4 years ago. I never said that. Here's the tweet.
Oh, yeah, you're absolutely right.
Here's the tweet. Here's the video.
Right,
here's this. Here's a video of you touching that person's butt.
I did a whole show on Trump and the fucking what was it, the New York 5?
Yeah. Well, it's like, I know you've seen it. You remember that video where he got interviewed on a late night talk show, and they said, if you were in president, how would you run?
Yeah, the Republican one.
Yeah. Go find it now.
Oh, you can't.
You can't.
Oh, yes, you can.
I've looked. I can't.
It's almost election time. Anything anti-Trump you could find.
I can't. I looked for.
I tried to
I looked
find
for a solid 2 hours the other day. I couldn't find it.
Conservative shit, not pro-Trump, pro-conservative shit, dude. None. It goes all to anti-shit. Now, going back to what you were saying though, on
we discussed that before.
The arguments about the there was one senator yesterday when I was 10 hours of that fucking hearing yesterday. Jesus, I watched the whole thing.
Which is probably why you have so many goddamn mental issues.
The only one that actually made sense, Republican or Democrat, the only one that actually fucking made sense to this whole shit was Senator Radcliffe.
Yeah, we got like 10 minutes.
The big question was, should we ask foreign this or that, whatever, fuck, to help us do investigations or help us with whatever. And nobody said nothing. They all smirked. Senator Radcliffe was like, the question was, is it okay to ask for foreign or outside entities to help with investigations or anything else? Well, I sure hope it is, because we're doing it right now. We do it all the time.
Yeah.
Right now, Castro, who is on this board, his brother is running for president. And this is the same thing. And he just went down the line. We do this. Donald Trump did this, and he's a fucking Republican too. He said Donald Trump did this, and he did nothing that nobody else has done. And the only reason why anybody's having a fit about this is really because they don't like his ass.
Yeah. Well, the only reason that they is because he got caught doing it.
See,
Nobody else got caught doing it. They got
think
caught after the fact.
I don't really think he got caught doing anything though.
They got transcripts.
I know, I read them.
Yeah.
I read them all the time, and then I even read
My
people
favorite
reading
one.
them.
My favorite one. One of my favorite ones. And
then even the IG report was kind of Mueller-ish. It was wishy-washy. A lot of shit came
the
out,
whole
though.
thing's wishy-washy. Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
My favorite one though is when and I love it. You get people who are older and uneducated, sometimes uneducated, but it's once again, it doesn't fit my narrative, so I'm not going to believe it. Right? They brought in the law professors and the impeachment scholars and these people who have spent their entire career studying these laws and why you can do this and why you can't do this and what's impeachable and what's not. And then they put them in front of the Congress and they ask them simple, pointed questions. Is this an impeachable offense? Yes. Is this an impeachable offense? No. Is this? Yes. Is that? No. And then they go on Facebook. I don't care what those fucking professors have to say. That guy studied 40 years of law to be able to come here and do this one fucking job. You have no room to say what he can and can't do. That's the authority. You don't know. I don't know. That guy asking him questions don't fucking know. He knows. We're not going to go to the leading cancer doctor in the world and go, well, this person has brain cancer. Is it curable? No, it's not curable. I don't like what he had to say. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. No, he does. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean that he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
I don't know. I agree with what you're saying, but I don't know if I agree with your example. But let me just pose this to you.
Okay.
And
Better
again,
hustle up because we only got like 7 minutes.
And again, I'm doing this from life experience. If I take my car that's broke down or I need something done that I know I could do, but I feel like I don't have the experience or knowledge to do it the right way.
Okay. I'm gonna stop.
And-
let me stop you real
okay.
quick. This example's already fucked
But
because we bring in people who are experts in things because
Well-
we don't know how to do it. Not because he can do it better than me. Because we don't know
I was
what
trying
that
to
is.
say face fucker. Anyway,
You can make shit up.
no.
I'm
Well,
just
this
saying.
whole scenario is made up.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you know how to work on cars. You could say, I don't know how to fix this.
Right. You know, but I'm very mechanically inclined and I have very logical.
In real life, yes. For the sake of this hypothetical fucking argument, no. You don't know dick about cars. Move on.
Okay. So I decided to take my car to somebody who is reputable, supposedly, who has all these credentials and all these years of experience,
Uh-huh.
and my card comes back and it's still fucked up, if not worse, or it's just not done right, when I could have done it just by reading a book, you're going to tell me that just because of all that experience and all that reputability that we should believe them? Because I had honest proof afterward that they did a shitty job. You know, that might have been the one in a million time, but I mean, you know, maybe I fucked his daughter back in the day, or maybe I fucked, you know,
Your analogy's coming off the rails, buddy. It's coming off the rails.
Yeah, it's all off the rail, but I'm like kind of, you know what I'm saying?
No.
No,
because this situation, you can't just go pick up a law book, open it up, and interpret it as such. Because have you ever read any legalese?
Kind of this bitch.
Yeah. So you're going to have these politicians who have no other job outside of I'm the most popular. And they've had no other job outside of I'm the most popular for 40 years now. And you're going to hand them a book that's as thick as 3 phone books with your dick on top of it.
A lot of them are lawyers, though, dude.
And they haven't practiced in how many years?
I don't know. That's
and they were
for the Democrats.
And they were such high power lawyers. And they were such high power
Sister
lawyers.
Selena.
They didn't do any of their own work. They had interns and underwriters and all kind of other people to do their work.
I have to give it to the Democrats. Cicilline and Swalwell, them motherfuckers.
Okay.
They knew what the fuck they were talking about.
Regardless, you brought in experts in one sole field. Why would you bring them in if you didn't need them?
You're right. You're absolutely right. I mean,
You know, I'm not going to call up my fucking urologist because I got an eye infection. That's the doctor for my cock,
but
not
what
the
if I
doctor for my
came
eye.
in it?
No, I'm still gonna call. I'm still gonna call
my dude came in my eye. Now my eye hurts. Now is there something wrong?
And
with
he's
the
gonna look at
government?
me
Do I
and
gotta
go see your eye doctor.
Yeah.
He's the specialist. You brought in the specialist. You brought in a specialist for a reason. We should listen to the specialist. Now, I'm also not saying that they might not have had ulterior agendas. They might not have fudged some shit. But what I'm saying is, just because you didn't like what they had to say, doesn't make them wrong.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there.
Doesn't make them wrong.
'Cause there's a lot of shit that
We go through this all the time.
I didn't like, what they had to say, but it was fucking right.
Yeah.
It was, just like there's a little something I'm still waiting to come out, and it still hasn't hit the news yet. Of all the real shit, I think I even did a post like the other day about it. Of all the real shit, there's something right now that I feel, and I have a pretty thin line, that I feel that is really impeachable, and we're going to cover that on Wednesday, because we only got 2 minutes.
Give us a hint.
We got to do
Give
our
us a hint.
shout-outs.
Give us a hint real quick. Tease it.
It has to do with his son and Elon Omar.
Oh, sorry, bad gas. Moving on.
Yeah, bad gas.
Oh.
Exactly.
but before we get into all that, we got to make an announcement too.
Oh, we have plenty.
28.
No, we're done. We're done now. We're doing doing announcements
we gotta
and
do the announcements and the shout-outs.
Yeah.
So,
Have at it.
are you doing that? Fucking do this. Go ahead.
What?
It's your show. You do it.
Tomorrow night? What are we doing tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night we're going up to the Brick House to check out.
He's a
September.
House.
You guys are like Joe Biden, low energy.
Yeah, man.
I'm upset because the kids wouldn't play with my leg hair.
That's fucked up.
Keep up, Greg.
Yeah.
I hate politics and I pay attention.
I'll mouth
I
kiss.
I pay attention just so I can come look at him and go, I got
I'll
you,
mouth
bitch.
kiss my daughter and say she's hot in front of 1 million people.
That's your president, buddy.
Yeah, I know. That's your fucking guy running for president.
That's
the leg hair guy.
Yeah.
I know
that ain't
too.
my guy.
I pay attention.
None of
too,
them are my
motherfucker.
guy.
All right, back on.
Good
to-
Brick
mad.
House. Brick House tomorrow night for Losing September. Some of us will probably be there.
Yeah.
And then December 28th,
Yep.
Chippers, Upside Down Studios. Some of us will be DJing. Wear your ugly sweater. Is there a cover charge?
We haven't figured that out yet, but we'll let you know here. shortly.
Yeah,
Probably not, but
probably.
It'll be cheap.
yeah.
It's Christmas. We all broke.
$7.
I don't know about all that.
Scotty would have to be there.
$7 and you get
No,
the fucking Scotty.
If we're charging people $7, Scotty's got to
And
be
this-
there to
that-
collect
that-
it.
that is for
Like
guys
$7.
only. That is for guys only.
Yeah.
$7.
Shout out to Big Don Cody.
Yep.
Yay, yay.
That's about all I got right now. Everybody else is kind of not talking to us for a
Oh,
while.
jeez.
Sculler's
Paul Goon.
Bane, Paul Goon,
Motherfucking Yellow Bus.
Stereotype Eye,
Hell yeah, Jesse Calhoun.
Pappy
Yep.
Z.
Yeah.
Yep. We gotta figure out who's.
Losing September.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We go into the grimy ones and Impending Lies and
Yeah,
Three
oh, yeah.
Vultures and.
Your mama's house.
Which it reminds me, Impending Lies has a Christmas party coming up too up there in Cleveland. I'll get more info on that for you
Oh
guys
shit!
too. Yeah. So
We might have to go up there and kick it.
yep.
Oh my god, I don't remember what the fuck his name was. Man, me and the drummer we was fucking at Pappy Z's hammer, just strolling everywhere, dude.
No, that wasn't Impending Lies.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Because
They weren't.
I kept fucking up the name of their band.
It wasn't at Pappy Z's. They
Yes,
weren't
it
there.
was. It was right after fucking Thorn in the toe, because me and him strolled up under the fucking
Impending Lies was not at Pappy Z's.
They're at Roxfest.
No, they
No?
were not there either.
No.
Impending Lies
What the
was
fuck?
at Pappy
What
Z's.
was the band? They were
Scotty,
like,
look it up.
No.
Impending Lies was at Pappy Z's.
no.
No,
I'm gonna
I know
find my
for a
shirt.
fact
No,
because
it
I'm
was
friends
but
with the guitarist.
but no, it was the band. They were like 2 or 3 tents down from us.
Yeah.
That was
They played
Bad Oma.
Bad Oma. That's what it was.
No.
No.
That was
No.
the guy I was kicking it with.
I thought it was.
Bold-Faced Lies.
Bold-faced
Lies.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Everybody
Bold-faced
just
lies.
running around fucking
I was
lying.
wrong.
We can't
It
keep
was
them straight.
Bold-faced lies.
All right, folks, we gotta get the hell out of here.
I hope you enjoyed it. We had fun. We had good conversations.
Yep.
We had good albums.
Yep.
Have fun. Tune in
Be
Monday.
safe, guys.
Tune in Monday for Metal Monday with Kenya with her perpetually sad face.
Kenya doesn't have a perpetually
She
sad
said it on
face.
Facebook herself today. Shut the fuck up.
Oh my goodness.
All right, we're out.
Bye.
Self-loathing.